So they did say imminently. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here for Big and Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of the Good Times Newsline Flashcast. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're back here with some news. And what is that news? Well, of course, it's an Evercade news update. They said they were going to be back imminently from yesterday's news about the cartridge price increases. There was that little nugget saying, but hey, the cartridge prices might be going up. However, there will be new cartridges announced imminently. And imminently, they were, we're talking, of course, the one that we know about, Indie Heroes 4. Indie Heroes 4 has been announced for February of 2025 to not a lot of people's surprise. I knew that this was going to happen, and I knew this was going to be the release time frame. That's the only thing every year that I can be confident of, that there's going to be an Indie Heroes cart, and it's going to come out in February. Now, was there a cart that came alongside Indie Heroes 4? We're going to have to find out, and I'm thinking, keep your eyes peeled on this channel and the news feeds around for tomorrow. I'm not saying that there's going to be one. I'm not saying that there's not going to be one. I'm just saying, just keep your eyes peeled, because they do tend to pair Indie Heroes with something else, right? So that those in the United States can pre-order 2 cartridges to have it shipped over. Because if you pre-order one, even at the new price, it's still not enough to get free shipping from, or not free shipping, but shipping at all from Funstock. So you got to order something, right? You know, Indie Heroes and something. You know, maybe they'll come up with a new Stuffy. Because I think actually the last time that did happen, there was Indie Heroes 2, I think, with Flea, and you can only get it was like Indie Heroes and the Flea plushie bundle, and that was enough to get over. So maybe there's going to be that too. Check it out. Maybe tomorrow when they announce that the pre-orders are available, maybe there'll be a plushie or something. I don't know. Maybe a Murtaugh plushie, a little bunny to go with your Flea. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, that's not what we're here for today. We're here for, of course, the announcement of the Indie Heroes 4 cartridge. I'll check out the trailer. Of course, I take out all the music and stuff like that. It's the same theme that we've heard a whole bunch of time. This time we're getting 11 games as featured on Game of the Month, plus 2 Indie Heroes 4. There's the cartridge. What the cartridge looks like going in that EXP and VSR. We've got, of course, Curse of Ilmore Bay. That was one of the first, if not the first, game of the month. I have a list here. I think they're going to show them in the order that they were released. Block'em Sock'em is well, first Curse of Ilmore Bay, nice cool platformer. People seem to like that one. I think I like that one as well. Block'em Sock'em, I don't actually know if I played this version of it because I had it on Atari VCS. I played the 7800 version, I think, or the 2600 version of Block'em Sock'em. It was pretty cool. A little interesting. It's a little weird. Actually, maybe I did just do this on Evercade. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Nightmare of the Ninth King. People seem to like this one as well. That was the next one that was, in fact, released in it was May or something like that. I did hear that this one might have been a little bit divisive, though. So anyway, that's that. Jane Austen's 8-Bit Adventure. I don't care what anyone says. This game's awesome. It's just straight up awesome. Anyone that goes back in time and plucks out awesome, like, literary minds and then makes a video game out of them and then actually makes the world make sense and has a little bit of humor and all that kind of stuff built in, that's the making of a great indie game right there. Jane Austen's 8-Bit Adventure. Cannot wait to play this. I might actually completion quest this game. Like, no joke. I might actually put this on completion quest and actually do this from start to finish, because I really do like this game. So it's pretty cool. Collie Defense. This one was pretty cool. A little short. I hear. I heard like Collie Defense is a little short. It's an RTS. It's pretty cool. It's got some decent sounds, decent graphics, decent strategy, but there's not a lot of meat to the bone, if I'm allowed that pun. Yeah, it's a cool one. It's a cool one to check out. Maybe the new one, maybe the full release will be on the cart. I don't know. Probably not. I think that's what it's going to be. What it's going to be. Bad Isabella, a crazy a crazy adventure game. So they did go a little off kilter. Up to Kali Defense, they're showing the games in the order that they were released on Game of the Month. Bad Isabella, of course, was later on. There were 2 that came in between those games. But Bad Isabella, crazy, like point and click adventure kind of thing. Lots of humor, that kind of stuff. So it might be something you want to check out. Flea 2, we're going back in time. So Flea 2, sequel to Flea, a puzzle platformer, very hard, very Meat Boy-esque, very Flea-esque, I should say. Very cool stuff. It's for those people that want to have their platformers beat them into a pulp. But it is cool. It is a cool game. I enjoy playing it. And I thought it was a pretty good time. So there's one more in between Kali Defense and Flea 2 that hasn't gotten shown yet. We're going to go to here in this video, though, Murtop, which was the last one that was released for Game of the Month. Awesome game. Huge arcade, like custom arcade vibes. Lots of Pixel Games vibes, even though it's not the same developer. It's just cool. This one is a definite highlight. I know they don't like the comparisons, but it's like Dig Dug meets Bomberman meets something else. So, but it really is. It does feel like that. So if you're into those kind of games, you got to check this one out. It's pretty cool. I think it's well worth actually maybe even the price of admission just for that game and Flea 2 and, Curse of Elmore Bay alone and Jane Austen's, of course. But, just those 4 games. So anyway, Soko Banana. I played this one on the Polymega, and it was unfinished on the Polymega. This one is actually a lot more levels and cool things. It's a little puzzly game. It's neat. I like it a lot. I think you might dig it if you're into that kind of thing. It's pretty cool. That was the one that was in the middle. So now we've seen all of the games that have been released on Game of the Month. So now, what are we getting now? Starseed, which we have not seen. This is a top-down looking shooter. It doesn't seem like it's scrolling. Is it like a Galaga kind of thing? Oh, maybe. I don't know. That's interesting, right? A little Galaga-ish stuff. All right, cool. So there's that one. And, of course, there's Block Droppin', which is they say classic match 3 puzzle game in the description of that one. So that one's pretty cool. It looks like that. I mean, and it's another neat puzzler. So we get a little bit of like an indie shooter, and we get a little bit of an indie puzzle game. So that's it. Those are the 2 games that are going to be that we haven't gotten to play yet. So of course they'll be instantly fun for 5s as soon as the kit collection comes to us. And it is now cartridge 43. Got a lot of these red cartridges coming out. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and check out over here in the Indie Heroes 4 little news item, the blog item over here on evercade.co.uk. Says the Indie Heroes are set to return to Evercade with another lineup of new games, and for and in the style of vintage gaming hardware. This includes the dig and bomb 'em up action of Murtop. I mean, come on, they put it in the description. Dig and bomb 'em up, come on. The imitable bouncing platformer of Flea 2, Bad Isabella's Saucy Adventures, and many more. And it has the buy now link. The buy now link takes you to the vendors page, which then can take you to Funstock or Amazon or whatever, where there's no listing. So there's no listing here, right? This is kind of this is the important part, right? So, and then of course you get all of your games, these are your platformers and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to read the descriptions for Starseed and Block Droppin' just to see what's up with those games. So Starseed says blast your way through many enemy forces and destroy massive enemy dreadnoughts in this 8-bit shoot 'em up for the Evercade. Can you survive the onslaught? So it doesn't say anything about scrolling. It's got to scroll, right? Maybe that was like a boss or something. I don't know. But anyway, so there you go. So there is Starseed. And then Block Droppin', a puzzle game. So these are all single player. Is there a 2-player game on Indie Heroes 2? There is Curse of Immortal Bay. It was the only one that is 1 or 2 players. So that's another interesting note. So, all right. So block dropping. Classic match 3 gameplay comes to the Evercade with this block swapping puzzler. Connect the lines of 3 or more blocks of the same color to eliminate them and set up chain reactions for big points. So there you go. So that's the kind of game that block dropping seems to be. So what do I think about this? I mean, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Indie Heroes. I liked all the Indie Heroes games. Getting 2 extra, I mean, I would have been. I'm a round numbers guy. If you have a game of the month, right, and then you have 9 games? Yeah, 9 games that you do release during that month, and then on the cart aren't 3 more, so you can get to 12 and have each one of the months covered by a game. Okay, I mean, that's just me. It's a wish list item for me. If every single Indie Heroes game cartridge could have 12 or more games on it, I would be happy, because it makes the numbers make sense. You have game of the month to spotlight indie games. You don't do it for 3 months out of the year. You do it for the other 9 months out of the year. Let's have 3 other games on the cart instead of 2 to get 11, because then, some month somewhere is sad. So anyway, that's just me. That's just me, like, putting stuff out there. Does it really matter to me? No. Am I going to buy every single Indie Hero cart that ever existed? Yes. So, it doesn't necessarily matter to me, but that's not all of the things that happen in this video. We ask you for your opinions. So let me know down below in the comments. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of Indie Heroes 4? What do you guys think of the announcement? Do you think that I'm right in saying that not only will there be a cartridge that's announced with this, but will there be a cartridge announced tomorrow? Will we know tomorrow that is going to be the cartridge? Or will we get nothing? Will we just get Indie Heroes 4 and maybe a plushie or something? Because remember, you can't just pre-order 1 cart off of Funstock and bring it over. You've got to buy something else. So, I know they're very, very aware of that. So is it going to be the cartridge and a little plushie, or the cartridge and something else? Things to think about, right? Things to think about. So let's get out of here. Let's end this video here on Bacon Ice Cream Productions. And we, of course, before we do any of that, we have to do one thing and one thing only, and that is thank, you guessed it, every single member of the Good Times Club. So let's do that right now. Let's thank the EverCanadian, Crimson Cross, George Games, Chris Westerman, Phantom Fiction, Lord Argent, Papa P, the Intellivision Gamer, Ken LaCure, Mr. Shua, John Woolley, Gunsy20, Herb Wars, Immortal Sojourn, DF, Joe Whitlash, and David Valdez. Thank you guys all so much for supporting this channel, for getting us StreamYard glory. The ultimate awesomeness of 1080p StreamYard, provided to you exclusively from the Good Times Club. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do that. And of course, if you want to join, you can hit the join button and join on in, get to some cool exclusive behind the scenes videos and all that kind of fun stuff all throughout the month. Of course, the Good Times Club video also, you will be getting that as well. And then of course, if not, that's okay. Hit some likes, hit some dislikes, and make sure you're getting in those comments. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so you get some more of this face to you if you would like to do that. And then, of course, we appreciate everyone watching in general. So, with that being said, we will catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we'll see you later. Maybe tomorrow? We'll see.
RTFC.baconicecream.com.